What's up, you guys? I'm back, and it has been a month since I've stopped taking my lithium medication. So, updates. So, for those of you who do not know, I'm diagnosed with bipolar disorder type 1, and I've taken a lot of different medications for it since I've been going through recovery. So, I started off with taking like depressants because they didn't really know I was bipolar. So, I've taken tons of like SSRIs. I've taken a lot of anxiety medicine because with my bipolar disorder, I have like really severe anxiety. But the big ones are Abilify, which had terrible side effects and I just couldn't do. Going to the bathroom like all the time. And Tegretol, I'm like allergic to it. I broke out in rashes and it sucked. Lithium has been really the only medication that I thought kind of worked. I started taking it last year in April, so I almost made it a year, not quite. And it had a few like little hiccups. When I first started taking it, it made me like really nauseous, made me like vomit a lot, and it was like bad vomit. Like I had to go to student health a few times because I thought maybe I like was overdosing. I wasn't. It was just like making me sick. My doctors thought, maybe it was me not eating because I have trouble eating. So like, I tried to make sure I ate with the medicine. That didn't work. It still made me sick, not as much, but it happened on and off. I had like weird like lymph nodes popping up over my body. Don't know if that has anything to do with the lithium, but anyway, I just felt like, it was causing so much headache, and I already have like weird feelings about medication anyway. Obviously it's great. It helps so many people and like we need it, but for me, it just makes me feel like I don't like really know what's going on in my body, mostly because all the research that I've done, like again, I'm no scientist, but like I use Google. All the research that I've done technically points to the fact that like doctors and scientists and all that don't really know how bipolar disorder works like concretely. But I guess like what do we know concretely at all? Again, also with like the lithium medication, they don't really know specifically how the lithium medication actually treats bipolar disorder. They just know that it does. And lithium has a host of side effects. Like I had like the like vomiting and throwing up part, and like I'm not sure if the lymph nodes have anything to do with that. And now I just found out I have like something else in my blood that's like, I forgot what it's called, but it's a little bit too high, and that can be linked to something with the thyroid. I don't know. Gonna explore that and get back to y'all with that. But lithium in general like can fuck you up. So like, I hadn't had any major problems, which is like why I was on it for so long. But it just like was uncomfortable. I had like a lot of different weird like health problems after like my lymph node, just like I wasn't sure if it was connected to the lithium. I just felt also a lot of anxiety. I think a lot of it was mentally, like I felt trapped, like I had to take this medication, like, and it just felt like everything was very unnatural. I didn't know like if I was like healthy. I didn't know what was going on, and I just needed like a break from medication. Now I'm still on my Adderall. I'm still taking that, and I'm still taking my Xanax as needed, which is like I never really have panic attacks anymore, which is what I would take it for. So I really just take it if I need to sleep. That like puts me out. So it's been a month since I've stopped taking lithium, and things have honestly like I haven't had any severe mood shifts. I think a lot of people think lithium and like medication in general for mental illness like kind of fixes you. Like no, when I'm on lithium, it stabilizes my mood. It doesn't mean that I like don't need to work out like my PTSD, like why I have anxiety and like all these other issues. Like those things were still there. It just makes it like so I'm able to manage it. Like when I was on lithium, I didn't really have psychotic breaks, or like I didn't have like mania, and I didn't have like really like I didn't want to kill myself. I didn't have really like low lows. It just made things kind of like stable, and I was able to sort of deal with them. Now I still have all of those methods in place, like my behavioral changes that I made with lithium. I'm still doing them, and I think that's what's really been able to sort of help me not really have high highs and like low lows, because like it's harder. It's definitely harder doing those things. It's harder like not wanting to spend money, like leaving my cards at home, not acting on impulses. It sucks having to question like, am I happy right now? Am I like energetic because I just took an Adderall and like I want to do all these things, and like am I like manic, or is this like the beginning of mania? Like when I realize I'm not really tired and it's 11 p.m. and that's typically like when I'm super tired and I go to sleep, I'm like, can I stay up a few more hours, or like do I have to go to sleep? And that's become annoying. And honestly, it's also been like kind of hard. I've definitely engaged in some practices that probably I shouldn't have. Like for example, like e-cigging. I've been doing that a little bit more, and I quit smoking. And I'm not really supposed to be doing that, but that's definitely like a symptom of mania. I've definitely been more focused on my work. I don't think I've been overly focused in terms of like doing more things than I can handle. So I haven't been like overexerting myself. I think things overall have been like great, which is awesome. And I think that like, you know, that's good for me in the sense that like I maybe can control or like handle my bipolar disorder with very few medications. You know, I'm at a point in my life where like I work from home. I have like a very good set routine. The only problem is that I have been feeling lonely at night. Now these aren't like intense feelings, especially when I was like rapid cycling. I would be like super high during the day, super like depressed at night, like drinking, doing drugs, whatever. It would just like completely change, and I felt like the world like flipped upside down. It was insane. It was the worst feeling ever. But I'm not having that now. I do kind of have like a little dip once the sun goes down, because I do like basically live alone. My roommate travels a lot. I don't really have like a lot of people, like a lot of friends. Like I have friends in Atlanta, but not like college where it's just like, yo, let me go over like and see so-and-so. So that's a little bit different. I do feel lonely, and I only felt that like when I was off of lithium, but it's not like super low. I'm not like actually depressed. It's just like, let me like now go figure out what I can do to sort of bring myself like out of that. And that's like super hard. It sounds super easy, but like it's hard, but I know that like with the lithium, it would make it easier, but without it, I have to do these things to make sure that like I don't like fall into that trap. Another way that I thought was really good of me explaining it to people was that like I feel like my shield is gone. So like lithium, again, like it didn't fix me, but it was like a shield. So if something happened, I was able to like, all right, kind of like brace for impact and like kind of still deal with it. Like I wasn't like completely like just like blown away. Now that my shield is gone though, I am kind of terrified that like, you know, something bad happens, like no matter what it is. Recently, one of my relationships kind of like faltered. I was seeing somebody, no longer seeing them, mostly because like because I'm off my lithium medication and things in my life are a little bit more hectic, I need time for myself and to construct things. And again, that's sort of the negative side. It's like, you stop taking your medication, it impacts your relationships. Like, are you really okay? So I've been struggling with that. So with my shield being gone, now that like that relationship is kind of fizzled out, or like it's gone, or like I don't really know the status of it. I'm single, like that's all I need to say. Like, do I want to be? No. Do they want to be? Probably not. But like, you know, it's kind of just like what we need at this time. Now that my shield is gone, that hit me a lot harder than like it probably would have if I was on lithium, to the point where like I was actually like so upset at myself for like needing space, because I need like extra things, like having like fucking bipolar disorder. I like need more, and sometimes people like can't give more, which is fine. But because my shield was gone, I was just like, bro, I hate this disorder. Like I kind of just like wish I was dead right now, or like I wish I like didn't have that. And that didn't last very long at all. It lasted like only like, I think maybe it was like a small anxiety attack. Maybe it lasted like 20, 30, maybe an hour. It felt like an hour at least. And like I had like those racing thoughts telling me like, you know, you suck, you can't do anything, you'll never have like someone special in your life. And like it was all these things, and it took a little bit longer like to quiet those out. And that's what I realized, like I haven't had sort of that type of feeling since I've been off my medication. Like when people tell me things like, you know, like whether it's a breakup, or if someone's like disappointing me, or like something's canceled, or like someone has like a wrong tone in their voice, like I normally am now, like I don't freak out. I've noticed that since I've been off my lithium, like even someone who texts me funny, I will question that, and I'll be like paranoid over it. I'll have anxiety of like, is this person pissed at me? And I've noticed that's a lot harder to control. My shield is gone, and I'm having to actually deal with things, like full on deal with it, with the crazy in my head. And the crazy is like really small. So I feel like right now it's like not giving in to the crazy. That's like what I have to do. And that sounds like super easy. It's like not hard. I am not like struggling yet. I don't think like I've gotten to that point, but it's only been like a week of this intensity. It's been a month since I've been off of lithium, but it's been only been like this intense this week. And maybe that's because of the whole like breakup thing, or I don't know. But now I've sort of like been like, all right, you actually need to like focus on this. So like with that focus, I say all that not to be like, you know, you can do this without medication, like you should get off your medication, medication's bad for you. I'm not saying any of that. I think definitely stay on your medication. Don't do what I did in terms of just like getting off it abruptly. Looking back on it, I probably will start up like lithium again. I'm not sure like how that works, considering I just got off of it, and with like my body's effects, like I'm not sure how all that works, and like I probably should know that. before doing all of this, I just know that like my anxiety could not take it. My body literally felt like why am I taking this pill? Like before I put it in my mouth, my brain like had like it was like I can't describe it. It was so hard to take just a pill. Even though it sounds super easy, I like could not do it because it was like, bro, you don't know if this is gonna make you sick for the next like 2 hours tonight and like really really sick. So that's like why I did it. I'm not saying that's good or bad. I just like that's what I needed. But yeah, so I think that like I do like being off of the medication so far. Like I think I feel healthy. Like I'm exercising still. I'm doing all the good things still. Like I said, I'm exercising, eating better, eating vegetables, trying to get in like every single thing I can, taking vitamins since I'm not on medication. And like my life feels stable beyond the fact that like things are harder, but like things are always hard. Like I'm freaking bipolar, so like it's hard. But yeah, I don't think like that's necessarily a bad thing. So like I do think I will be back on medication because like I don't know if I can take this, especially if it's intensifying, and like that also could be bad. I don't know, but like I'm taking it day by day, and that's all I can really do right now. So shout out to Lithium for like getting me better and like getting me to the spot where like I can make like behavioral changes in my life. And like now that I'm off of it, hopefully like I don't necessarily have to get back on it. Or maybe like since anxiety is really the problem here and not necessarily my mood, maybe there's an anxiety medicine that I can pair with sort of my behavioral changes, you know? That like sounds pretty good to me. All right, y'all, I will hit y'all back with another video, but please like, share, and comment. Y'all are amazing. Remember to subscribe and turn on those notifications for videos because I upload them more now. All right, peace.